It's time to step inside the Octagon with your host, Ike Feldman.
What's up, fight fans? Your boy, Ike Feldman, in the house, literally in the house, with my boy, Freddy Vidal. Follow him on Instagram. He's got a big fight coming up October 18th, UFC Fight Pass, LFA. Can't wait for him to do an LFMAO on all you motherfuckers who are doubting him. Freddy's coming. I'm so excited to have him in the studio before he's in the UFC, before all this amazing stuff, materialistic stuff keeps happening. But the man himself at his core, beautiful spirit, beautiful heart, beautiful warrior, just carries that meaning of what a true samurai is, in my opinion. Somebody who, like, shake their hand, they'll hold the door for you, but they will literally cut your head off if you want to go to battle with them. I think that's the definition to best describe the next in-studio guest, Freddy Vidal. My man, how we doing?
I appreciate that, bro. Thank you. I'm feeling great. 40 days out. 6 weeks was Friday. And today's the first day of football. First Sunday of football. So, pretty exciting. I got my fantasy team going. But as far as this fight goes, I'm ready. Prepared. Hopefully this guy doesn't back out. It's been going through, this is my fourth camp. I haven't fought since last July, so been camp after camp after camp, so can only do what I can control, right? But come October 18th, I'm going to be ready.
That's right. I heard that from a baseball coach. Control the controllables. You can't control the weather. Can't control if your mom or dad are going to be in the stands, but you what I also like about you, that you come from a traditional ball sports background, you know, the football, baseball, or basketball. I call them ball sports. As Khabib says, you don't play fighting. Mm-hmm. But I also think there is something, too, coming from a background with the team. Because believe it or not, that you are in an amazing team. And you have to schedule sparrings. You have to learn from teammates. Yeah, you guys are your teammates can't fight for you in the cage, but they're helping you along the way. So, in your opinion, has playing football, being on a wrestling team, has that helped with the MMA career?
Oh, 100%. I feel just those, I guess the details, I mean, the practices throughout from childhood, from middle school, high school, discipline, and like you said, just scheduling, holding each other accountable, because you're only as good as your team. And honestly, I'm in the best team right now. Team Saralongo, 1st Battalion. I got the best group of people, from coaches to teammates, and I wouldn't be where I'm at without them. So I'm blessed.
Do you come from a big family? Because, like, anybody who could fit into the Saralongo, the I don't know what. Yeah, it is a big family, but anybody could fit. Like, you have to understand that you're not the only link. You're one link of a long chain, and I believe Ray and Matt does a great job of that. You know, like, nobody's bigger than Matt. I love that he oversees the sparring. If I showed up, literally, was wearing like a similar shirt like this on a nogi, he's like, hey, what are we doing? Clean it up. Go put on a shirt with sleeves. It's like, yes, sir, no problem. Like, he's a great general. Mm-hmm. But spinning it to you, do you come from a family? Are you a big family guy? Are you a child of one? Like, talk to me about how do you mesh so well with the teams? Because I believe you're such a great team player.
So I do come from a big family, but not in New York.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm actually from Colombia, from the country Colombia.
Literally?
Yeah, I came to the country when I was 4 years old.
And you represent?
Oh, absolutely. So I got this. Always repping. But yeah, so I came to the country when I was 4. Through my pop side, I have 5 siblings, and then with my mom, I have 1. So I have 6 siblings.
Same. That's weird. Yeah. Same. Justin Montavo, 1 of 6. I'm 1 of 6. You're 1 of 6. Yeah, that's weird.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Yeah, I got a lot of cousins. They all branched off from Colombia also. We got some in Houston, some in Florida, Canada, a couple in Spain.
They missed the U.S. They went too far.
Bro, yeah, just barely. But they come around a lot.
That's cool.
Got some family in Spain. I actually went to Spain for the first time in May. It's one of my second cousin, I would say. That's my mom's cousin. But they're my age, or close to it, a couple years older. But I know when I was growing up, like when I was like 2, 3 years old, they were probably like 4 or 5. So we kind of grew up together in a sense until I moved out to New York. But yeah, no, Spain was dope, man. Fucking awesome. My cousin got married. Shout out to him. And yeah, but everybody's just spread out. And I also have family in Italy.
Wow.
Italy, they're everywhere. Spain was my first trip to Europe. So
It's a hell of a start.
yeah, hell yeah. It was so quick because I was still working. It was during school. So for those that don't know, I'm also I'm a school teacher. I'm a phys ed teacher. So I'm a teacher by day, and I guess a fighter, killer, whatever you want to call me, by night.
Amazing.
So yeah, I was still in school, and I had to take. I was literally there for like 2.5 days, 3 days. So took that 9-hour flight. Went there and celebrated. We actually got there. The wedding was on Friday at 5 p.m. We got there Friday at noon. Yeah, so got some sleep on the plane, landed, tried to take another nap, got dressed, partied at the wedding, had a great time, spent 1 day there, and then the plane back was Sunday night. So it was really, really short trip.
That's kind of the life you live, because you're gonna, what is it? They came, they saw, they conquered. Like you're gonna fly to Florida, you drive to Boston. You're gonna have these local fights, and then you're gonna have the Vegas. You may even have the international fights in the UFC.
Well, this fight coming up is gonna be.
Oh, where's it?
Quick. It's gonna be up in Buffalo, Niagara Falls.
Okay, that's like 90-minute flight, right? Nothing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there's no way I'm taking that 8.5-hour drive.
Not even
no
worth
way.
it. Not even worth it. Are you booked? Everything, hotels, everything. The logistics are lined up. Are you like?
We got the fight booked.
Oh, okay.
So
okay.
right now I do have to book the flight still, but hey, as long
What are you
as
nervous about? What are you nervous about booking? Are you worried this opponent's not going to show up? For you guys who don't know, you said how many camps was it? 3 camps? 4 camps?
This is the 4th.
Unbelievable, man. Like, what the hell? Is this like a credit to your social media? Are you on like some like Tapology, like super ranking? Do they have you in the UFC? Why are people not showing up?
Oh, I wish I could tell you, man, but every time it's just disappointing.
Well, this guy's showing up, so
yeah,
you know that.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I mean, I'm ready.
Okay.
I'm ready.
Okay. And just wanted to spin it backwards. You said elementary school phys ed teacher.
Yes, sir.
High energy, man.
Oh, yeah.
Because I feel like it might be even easier to teach 16, 17-year-old phys eds, because get ready, play badminton, play kickball,
right,
play basketball. But you got to be like a teacher 20 times over with each kid. No, here, face here. No, here, face here. It's like, it's not where...
Yeah, man.
It might even be easier with the
older kids?
The rebel kids. Because
okay.
I'm just going to show up, get the 90. It's like these kids, like, they might be space cadets. And you're teaching COVID kids. Like, they were probably 2 years old 4 years ago. What ages are they?
So it's in kindergarten to 5th grade. So from 5 years old, 5, 6 years old.
Getting
to
your
like
cardio
10. Yeah, man. It keeps me active, keeps me young, keeps me going.
Amazing. What type of games do you play? Like, how do you keep the rotation fresh?
So this is the first week, so I'm just really going over the rules and stuff. But I got all types of, like you're saying, all the ball games, different, invasion games, teamwork games, just making it fun for them.
Capture the flag?
Capture the flag, absolutely. I think I might do that this week. I was thinking about it.
Let's go. Yeah, if you can, have these kids. Do they know you fight? Do they know you train?
Not them. At least, I'm not just going out there and telling them that.
Right, and I respect that.
But this has been the 3rd school I'm at. I was a substitute teacher for a bunch of years until I got my phys ed certification, my master's and stuff. But the last couple of schools I was at, social media rules the world, so I'm never promoting it, especially to the kids that age. I'm like, I just want to be Mr. Vidal, Coach Vidal to them, it's not. But again,
In
social
3
media.
years, they're gonna be like, "Wait, he's on the ESPN prelims." Like, wait, coach.
Yeah,
That like,
yeah.
and you know what they're gonna do? Like, I think they went to Stipe Miocic's firehouse. I can't think of another story, but like those human interest stories. One of your coaches, Ray Longo, who's mentioned, he loves that. Like to know more. You guys aren't just like put on a helmet and go run into each other. It's like you're humans.
Yeah,
that
we got a life. We do have a life outside of fighting.
Exactly.
But no, I was saying social media runs the world. So every school I went, the past couple schools I've been at, even the elementary school kids, they'll find me. They'll find social media. I used to teach at Westbury, and the school I was at. One day, I'm just walking. I used to run the recess. Had a bunch of kids come up to me like, "Oh, I saw you on social media." I'm like, first of all, I'm like, "How the fuck did you even find me?"
Yeah.
I'm like, "What?" And like, "Yeah, oh, you're a fighter."
Wait, you didn't say that to a 6-year-old, right?
No.
Just to clarify.
Yeah, I wouldn't be working as a teacher anymore.
Coach Vidal.
Yeah, he was more like 8 years old, but it was more like, "Oh, Mr. V, can I get tickets to your fight?" I'm like,
Oh, that's what he said.
I'm like, "Wait, what?" I'm like, "How do you even know about this?" And they want to keep it a secret. I'm like, no. How'd you find out? Then a couple of days go by, and even more kids are coming. We want to all go to the ticket. And this is when I was fighting at the Space too. The Space is in
right
Westbury.
in Westbury.
Yeah,
Yes,
right in
yes,
Westbury.
yes.
So they're like, "Oh, we're gonna come to the Space." Blah blah blah. I'm like, "Come on then."
Wow.
They're like, "Oh, hook me over the ticket." I'm like, I don't think I could do that, but but yeah, if you want to tell your parents to come on, at that point it was just more like, all right, you know what, this is dope. And another story I have, so I was coaching wrestling there too, and what was really dope was I've been coaching for a while. And I have these kids. My goal as a teacher, as a coach, is to inspire, to give back, to make an impact on these students, these young lives, So what was dope is that I'm doing this, just for my passion, my stuff, and kids feed off of it, especially when you're, practicing what you preach. And before, actually, my first fight, I had my athletes, my wrestlers. There's actually a video on it. I think I have it on my highlights. And they had a fight party, a watch party. And this was at the Space. They had to buy it. Buy a little $30 pay-per-view stream, and then, I guess they gathered up. They communicated with each other, and they ordered pizza or whatever, and they were recording it, and they were chanting the GOE. I was freaking. That was one of the most amazing feelings.
What's the GOE? Is that an element?
So that's my brand. So it's grind over everything.
Amazing! Wow, those are real fans, man.
Yeah, man. I was special fans.
Wow. And what does grind over everything represent to you?
So it's just my lifestyle. That's just a lifestyle. That's how I live. And it doesn't really just have to, I guess, go towards it doesn't just necessarily have to touch or hit the people that do sports. It could be outside of sports. It could be outside of MMA.
Yeah. It
could be just people grinding, every day, making a living.
People with the trade work.
Right.
No joke. Showing up every day.
College jobs, 9 to 5s, even retail, working at the mall,
Everything.
Everything. Plus, going to school. So it's just bigger than, being an athlete. But I kind of wanted it to hit everybody. So that's the lifestyle I live, grind over everything. Actually, me and my boy used to say this back in high school. So we used to, because we were very driven people. And we wrestled, we did all these things, we did all this extra stuff. We just loved the grind. And we had, a good head on our shoulders, and we used to just strive for more. He actually ended up going to the military and thriving there.
Nice.
He moved down to Florida. He's got a crib. Yeah, he's living it up, man. Shout out to my boy Elton. But yeah, me and him, this used to be our motto. So then once I got to college, older, then I was like, you know what? Yeah, it's time to bring it to life, and have everybody be on that grind or everything wave. GOE.
Was it your friend Elton, or was it a family member, mom, pops, that flipped the switch for you? Or was it just some Joe Rogan, David Goggins, or something? In college, why'd you and how'd you flip the switch?
I wouldn't say I flipped the switch. I felt like this was always me.
Okay.
I don't know what. Maybe because I came to the country at 4.
So you started reflecting, like, I'm different, like, looking back, when I was 10, I was different. When I was 12, I was different. 16, I was like...
Yep.
And, like, you notice at that age, like, there's still that... It's just that seed. Like, that kid turns into a fuck-up who's, like, fucks off practice or is disrespectful to the coach. That seed gets water. Mm-hmm. So you knew right away, like...
Yeah, I mean, I think it's not like a flip switch. I feel like I've always been this person. And
respect.
Like I said, I don't know if it came from me moving to the country when I was 4, coming from, not a great place. It was just me and my mom, by the way. So just always trying to make her happy or proud. That was definitely one of my biggest motivators.
And you got a master's in an English-speaking country.
Yeah.
How crazy is that? No excuses for anybody.
Actually, I couldn't speak English when I first got here.
That's what I'm saying. No excuses.
Yeah, no. That again, I just want to serve as that influential figure for the youth. But no, like I was saying,
sorry to cut you off.
No, you're good. You're good, don't worry.
I think the coffee's kicking.
Some good coffee.
No
bro.
excuses.
Half and half. Shout out to that half and half.
Let's go. We got him on the team.
Me on to that, yeah. But yeah, it's just me and her, renting, And then she got with my stepdad, and then my grandma and my uncle. My uncle's like my little brother. Okay. So he's a year younger than me, but we grew up as brothers. Like I was big brother, he was little brother, but in reality, that's my mom's brother.
Okay.
So he's my uncle, but that's my little bro, man. He's awesome. So shout out to D'Angelo, to my guy right there. But yeah, so it used to be us. So we went from just me and my mom here in the States to then my grandma and D'Angelo came. So it was 4, and then my mom got with my stepdad. So it was 5 people, and I'll never forget this. This is one of like my core memories. So it was family of 5, but we had to rent. We didn't have any money like that, so we were renting a basement, and we had one of those air beds or just a mattress on the floor. I remember for a good, not a crazy long time. I think it was a transition where we were trying to move out somewhere, but we were all sleeping on that one mattress. So it was 5 people sleeping in there. We were babies at the time, it's not baby, like 4 or 5 years old, but it was times like that, where it's like, you know what, if I can make it through that and live to tell about it and inspire others, just keeps me dry, it keeps me driven.
And you're not just picking yourself off the mattress, going to school, and getting a 9 to 5. You're doing all of that times 5. Like you're literally, or 9 times 5 is
45.
That's right. We got. I'm gonna throw you.
All right.
Who was the? No, I don't know this. Who was the second president of the United States? I'm gonna give
Jefferson?
you. I don't know. We have to Google it.
Google it.
I know Abraham.
I hope I'm right.
Abraham.
George Washington, bro.
He's one.
Right. I'm pretty sure it's Jefferson. Second president. I know Lincoln was the 16th, right?
Yes. Okay. How do we get this country?
We took it.
Yeah, probably.
John Adams.
John Adams. That was my guess.
Man, that was one. Oh man.
What?
Jefferson was 3rd.
What did we purchase from the French? The Louisiana Purchase.
Oh yeah.
My sister's a social studies teacher.
Yeah, bro. I wouldn't. I haven't taken a social studies class in a minute.
What's the square root of pi? Oh wait, no. Pi doesn't have a square root.
3.14. Is that what you want to say?
Oh, I don't know.
3.14.
Shows you, folks. This is coming from a guy who went to summer school 3 years.
This is why I'm a phys ed guy, bro.
No, please, man. You got more energy than the social studies teacher. They're sitting there in their khakis and their tucked in shirts teaching. It's like, I think it takes more. You're playing like mini chess games all at once. I think it's way harder teaching younger phys ed than older phys ed. And maybe even
pros and cons. Pros and cons for sure. I say it definitely makes the time go by quicker, because like we were saying earlier, with the 16, 17-year-old doesn't want to do shit. It's like you're trying to pull teeth and trying to drag into play, as opposed to when you have the little kids, it's kind of almost like They're just excited. They just want to do something.
True. That is the problem.
It does
Yeah, I
drain
was
you.
the dickhead when they're like, it was swim class. I was
Yeah.
like, I ain't swimming shit.
No. I've had high school experience teaching, and I'm like, all right, you know.
Oh,
what?
really?
Yeah.
Okay,
absolutely.
okay.
So I did when I was subbing, I did 6 years, but it's in the whole district. So I was bouncing around from like kindergarten.
Gotcha.
My first gig was actually kindergarten. I did that for like either 10 months of the school year. I think I did like 7 months of it. Then they transferred me to the high school for the end of the year. And then the following year I did high school again, then middle school, and I did all grades, grade level.
What and this is all the last 5 years?
6 years since
okay,
2018, since I got my bachelor's.
What has changed? Because that's awesome that you've seen it pre-pandemic and post-pandemic. Like, has anything changed with the youth? Like, I'm asking an insider.
No,
like,
100%, man. It's just social media technology. Said that you have the COVID kids.
Are they more locked in? Are they less locked in? Like, what's
less locked? As far as school goes, as in group, like just in general, to generalize it, then yeah. But you always have those kids that are locked in. They're not saying they're a bad group. It's just you gotta teach them differently, a little bit different.
I'm not trying to put you in a tough place, but I just feel like my kid super hyper, and I'm like, are the schools gonna be? Because I believe I'm a different type of parent. Like, I believe, okay, this is how crazy. I believe sports are just as important, if not more. And this is amazing too. I argue with my teacher, my sister, who's a teacher all the time.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, your son needs to be in school already. I go, he's not ready. Like, we argue all the time. I believe sports are just as, if not more important than school. Think about this, and I keep coming up with debates to come back to family barbecues with her.
Let's go.
Think about this.
I hear it.
Some kid hyper mess in a class. They're like, oh, Johnny. I'm just making up a name. Oh, Johnny, we're going to, okay. They kind of like guide you away, and all of a sudden you're in special different classes. You didn't even know what happened if you're a kid, I'm assuming. I was the ISS kid, OSS kid, surrounded by these delinquents, so I saw it happen in real time. In sports, some kids hyper mess, not paying attention. The coach, hey, Johnny, back in line. There's no second, third team on that school. It's one team. The coach can be rough with them. I feel like, not saying the kids need to be hit, need to be
Discipline,
harshly disciplined, but a little strong.
Yeah, like strong
guidance,
yeah,
leadership. Because I feel like the attention spans are crazy now, and I'm very worried about my son. Because my wife is European, so she doesn't know the school system.
Mm-hmm.
They're telling her these things on emails. They word the word special differently or development. I go, hold on. I go, be wary, because one of your coaches and my sensei or American coach, whatever you want to call him, Matt Serra, his kids are homeschooled. And I'm like, that's beautiful. Like, the kids are working the gym. They're present. And they're not, my mom argues, she goes, no, homeschool kids are weird. They don't make eye contact. Matt's kids, amazing. Doing a great job, him and his wife.
Mm-hmm.
Do you believe sports are just as important as school?
100%.
For somebody who teaches and who does literally professional sports.
100%.
Thank you.
100%. No, I agree with you all the way.
The next barbecue.
All the way. But like you were saying, they use different terms now. I think it's just soft. It's just, this generation is soft. Like, not necessarily speaking on the kids growing up in this generation, but I'm saying, like, as far as society goes, it's a lot of like
winners.
No, it's a lot of like it's fluffy. It's like, it's pretty much, it's just soft. Just pretty much soft. They're making everything softer, and again, it's 2024, it's changes and stuff. But even as a teacher, man, you have to watch out for what you do, what you say, and the shit that went on back then. Back when we were in school. It's completely different. And like you said, they might need some harsh discipline. And I agree 100%. That's
my teachers didn't yell at me at all. I was just in detention, just happened. Mm-hmm. My coaches, I remember them yelling at me.
Yeah. Screaming
or I showed up late with a bag of footballs. I was the backup Q, so I had to carry the stuff. If I showed up late and I had to lie about detention, it made me not want to get in trouble again and show up late.
Right. They put like a battery on your back pretty much at that point. Like you got to, yeah. But I completely agree. I believe that growing up, you should have those experiences. You should have those harsh discipline moments. But again, back to what I was saying with this generation now, as a coach, you got to watch out for that too.
I forgot that you coach as well, so you teach and coach. So you're
teach and coach.
You're seeing both. And my sister,
yeah,
I'm not gonna say what school, she's a cheerleading coach
mm-hmm.
and a social studies teacher.
Mm-hmm.
So she sees both. That's interesting. You're making my argument. I forgot. Like I'm gonna be like, when your girl isn't following the routine in cheerleading, are you like, all right, Vanessa? Like,
no way.
Oh,
absolutely not.
I'm sending her this clip. This is great.
Yeah, definitely send her that.
Amazing. And Salen, if you want to check out Freddy's fight, October 18th, UFC Fight Pass. You could borrow my account and my login. LFA. Man, you picked a crazy time of year to take this fight. But to me, that means that your brain can operate on an nth degree level. Like, are you kidding me, man? Coaching, teaching, training, and not just training, preparing for a fight. I'm just guessing. Did you grow up around a lot of chaos? A lot of my family, like, I've watched shoes fly over me, loud family barbecues, loud Thanksgivings, just action. How do you stay so calm? Because I believe it comes from, it's instilled in our DNA from the family.
Yeah, I mean, speaking of that harsh discipline, my mom definitely.
My mom just told me. She remember when I hit you with that racket.
Yeah, the check collector, all that, the bell, So
you see the video of Spanish Olympics?
Oh,
they throw the check collector.
No, it's true. that's a real thing. But yeah, just going up like that, I think that's what gave me my discipline too, and just got me ready for the world.
Amazing. And I think that's, dude, I just can't, I don't even feel like my words are doing justice. Like, I respect you highly. And it's like, it pisses me off that, like, we're just getting around to this conversation because it is on my end. You've always been patient in your training since last July, patient with me, and it's like, for you, is a fight somewhere that you can truly express yourself. You're not Freddy the son, Mr. V, Freddy the teammate. It's a chance for you to, like, just be selfish in a way and just, like, channel that energy. Is that for you, Freddy?
Mm-hmm. No, 100%. What I do, teaching wise, coaching wise, even fighting wise, I do it to impact, others and influence the youth. But at the same time, I have this competitive nature in me where I want to be the best, and I train to be the best. And fight night is when I can show it. And I'm got to be level-headed, got to be calm, got to be cool, which you kind of do in a fight too, to strategically wise. But it's a chance to, like, unleash. It's my chance to just be barbaric, be the barbarian. So, yeah, fight nights is just it's incredible, especially just to unleash all that and just be the barbarian.
I had the chance. I think it's the one and only. They haven't called me back. Flex Fight Series. I was there on the commentary desk. Somehow they added me, the schmuck to the right.
I remember that night.
Obviously, I know you. Seen you train. Dude, I didn't recognize you in there. It was like, who is that guy? You seemed like you were looking through the brick wall. The cinder blocks, like you literally like Superman, like you could have cut the wall with the laser eyes. Like, you're modest and you say that's when the Barbarian come out, but unless you're 8-10 feet away, I don't think people understand. And that's maybe what people are seeing and why they're ducking you. I mean, it's got to flatter you that these people are running away from you.
Yeah, I mean, it's a sort of flattery.
How do you keep the ego in check, though?
It's really just more frustration at this point. But as far as, because it's just going through these camps, cutting weight, and mentally.
You are cutting weight. How close are these cancellations?
like the week off, if that.
Okay.
2 weeks. The first, I was supposed to make my pro debut October of last year, after my fight from July. Prep.
That was supposed to be New Jersey.
No, I was supposed to be flex fights over at Queens, Missouri.
Oh, okay.
So that one was probably the worst one because I was actually there. I went to the spot. So we had the weigh-ins. Day of.
Oh.
Not even better. 10 minutes before we were supposed to fight. So that Friday we did the weigh-ins. We did everything. We handled the paperwork. We had the medicals. You got to do it again on Saturday. You do the piss test. You do more medical stuff. Like they have to see if you're able to, your flexibility, your vision, all that stuff. And cleared it. Go back upstairs. Get my hand wrapped. Got my hands wrapped, signed. Start warming up already.
You had the sign?
Yeah. So if we were supposed to fight at 7:30 p.m.
It's probably 5.
This was like 7:15. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it was like 7:15.
The guy was in the building?
He was in the building. Yeah.
What the hell's going on? You couldn't push him to the cage yourself? Like, dude, we got to do this.
So
that's crazy.
15 minutes before we were supposed to fight.
That's the craziest cancellation I've ever heard.
Mm-hmm. There was one fight before. So actually, my teammate Georgie was fighting.
Shout outs to Georgie.
Georgie.
Lamentadze?
Yeah.
I'm just butchering names.
All right, I'm butchering it right with you, but yeah, he's a beast.
Okay.
So he was fighting, and that was supposed to be the next fight. Then it was supposed to have like a little 5-minute intermission, I guess, because it was
normal.
Like that was the end of the amateurs and into the pros.
Jeez.
And that was supposed to be the first fight. So Georgie, I believe he's on the end of round 1, and like I said, I'm warming up, and I go to the officials, and I'm just checking in with them. Like, we're still on for 7:30. He looks at his paper, and it's crossed off. So he's like, "Oh, it's crossed off." I'm like, "Nobody told me anything." So he calls over another.
You're like in Barbarian mode.
I'm in Barbarian mode. Yeah, exactly. So I've already hit the pads. I'm
and you're not believing it, probably, right?
No, I'm just like, why is it crossed off? Because nobody informed me of anything.
And there's a lot of crazy shit that happens.
Right. I would think they would tell me first,
Right.
So I'm like, nah, I don't know why that's crossed. He was kind of confused as to why. He didn't give me like a definitive answer. Like, no, it's canceled. He just like, he seemed confused. He's like, I don't know why it's crossed off. He calls in another official. Other guy comes in and he gives me that, confirmation where he's like, oh no, it got canceled. So again, I'm like looking around. I'm like, was anybody going to fucking tell me? So they said, yeah, they want you to come downstairs, talk to the commissioner and the whole team. So I go down there, and everybody's just like, shaking their heads, looking down. One of the promoters there, my boy TJ, he's cool as hell, by the way.
TJ Ragusa.
He's the man, man. Bro. I actually got into Flex. He was a big reason why. He was cool. I knew him before I even started fighting for them. And just his vibe, he's an awesome guy.
And I joke around with Flex, but he's got me in the mix. Like, real recognized real.
No, he's one of the realest, man. So even so, like, he was there, he was apologizing, he felt bad, and then I talked to the commissioner.
Did we find out what the hell happened?
They're saying he failed his medical. That's when they told me he failed his medical. So I'm like,
I'm like,
what does that mean? They're like, oh, we can't.
And he did a medical the day before. You said, right?
Yeah, that's what I was arguing. I'm like, wait, he passed it yesterday.
Would he go dancing Friday night? Like, what?
I don't know. I've heard different different things. I've heard that he went out drinking. I heard that he couldn't pass. I've heard all these different shit, but they wouldn't tell me. They can't. They weren't. They said they can't disclose that information.
So I feel like you're giving me the answer, but I want to hear what you got to say. How do you make sure October 18th isn't like, say your ego creeps in and you're like, these people aren't showing up. They're pulling out a fight 15 minutes before because they're scared of me, because they Googled me. How do you keep that part of your ego in check and do not let everything that you've built up to this moment slip by on October 18th?
I put in too much work. Every day I'm just preparing for that fight, for that war.
You can make excuses, though.
Nah. I can't.
Oh, it's been a while. I'm busy.
No, that's not how I operate.
Okay.
So, like you were saying, my schedule is hectic. I mean, even with the
many
training.
chess games.
Yeah.
You got to be intelligent to know what prioritize. Because I'm sure it's staring you in the face to fuck off and play Madden.
Right.
Sure, it's staring you in the face to fuck off and let's spar tomorrow. Let's do the podcast after the fight.
I feel that's the toughest part to being a fighter now. Or specifically in my case, it's just balancing everything. And like you said, it's very easy for me to just say maybe tomorrow, maybe push it off, but I'm not wired like that. My days go from like 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. and time management is one of the most important things.
That's a day.
Yeah. So from teaching to coaching, and I also coach the youth wrestling program at the schools too. So it's coaching high school football, then certain days, not every day, just Tuesdays and Thursdays, I got to coach for wrestling at a club, like club wrestling. So those are long days. And then I still got the personal training gigs, once in a while. Yeah, it's just...
Dude, this is like a movie, though.
Yeah,
Have you looked
busy,
at
bro.
it like you're living your movie? Like, they look back, man.
Hey, bro.
You're never going to work this hard at your peer in your life. I believe that. It's like Sylvester Stallone said that Rocky won. Nobody wanted to buy it. Like, they shut him down, all this. He said he never worked so hard in his life. And it's like, yeah, you could look at later success in movies, but it's like, this is you ever see the McGregor Notorious documentary?
I've seen
the first one.
I've seen clips of it.
Not the second one, because the second one's post-Khabib, but pre-Khabib. Dude.
I think I've seen it in parts. I think I've sat down and watched the whole thing, but...
That's what I feel like you're in, that grind.
Yeah.
Like, that Aldo fight is staring in front of you.
That's it, baby.
Like,
that's all I know.
Maybe one day you'll be on yachts. Maybe one day we get the Vidal beverage or something. But the thing is, that Aldo fight is still staring you in the face, and whoever it may be, could be Pereira in 5 years if he's 42 and he's holding it down. You know what I mean? They're like, this guy can never lose, like, and you're the one. My point is, it's like you're grinding over everything. How have you figured out who to surround yourself with, or did that just click and you haven't even thought about it?
I think it's just being blessed and having, stars align.
Because people don't understand the lifestyle you're in.
Yeah. So you also have to, and this is what I preach also, you want to surround yourself with like-minded people that help you grow, because there's a lot of distractions. And even in high school, college, there's a bunch of distractions, but you just have to, stick to the script. I also believe that as a balance, you should be, balancing life. You have your leisure, you have your pleasure, and you have your work. So balancing, I think that's very, that's key. So obviously, if I'm not in camp, I'm trying to live life. But once I'm locked in, once I'm working, that has to be prioritized.
Are you like Ally Quinta? He said when he has a fight, when he's in a camp, when he's chasing that prey down, he gets better. He makes more sales. He's just better at responding on emails. Like, things are clear. Is that with you, or is it life starts to slow down around you, kind of like autopilot, and you're just focused on the goal? Like, how do you operate when fight time?
I think it's a little bit of both.
Okay.
I think that autopilot mode, but then you're sharper.
Okay, yeah.
It's like you just, I know, I guess you're just more disciplined and more, your body's, I guess, listening better. I guess it's reacting better to everything that's going on. Because I feel like, when I'm in fight camp, I am sharpest, like, as far as teaching goes, as far as communicating goes. I just feel like I'm just in a better, I think you just feel better. Besides the injuries and, all those little bullshit things that happen in MMA, but your body just feels better. Like, instead of being, that fat, just, eating fried food and drinking and shit, which I love doing.
Dangerous.
Your body definitely, I still feel strong, still feel good, but you don't feel as good as when you're in peak shape.
True.
So, I just think it's, everything just comes together.
What have you done to make sure this peak shape is better than your last peak? What changes, what stones have you flipped?
Not really flipping anything, anything differently, but just locking in.
Okay.
For me, going from, like I said, from going from like chill, relaxed, pleasure, leisure mode to now putting everything together. Now it's, meal prepping. Now it's waking up early.
Did you always do meal prep, or is meal prep new?
I've always done it. Because I've been a personal trainer. I've actually been a personal trainer for like 10, 11 years now.
Okay.
So not saying I'm living off of it year round, but there's be like little cycles I go through where I, if I want to cut weight, if I want to get my abs, do this, do that, then then I have to meal prep.
We could cut this out. Are you allowed to tell me your walk around weight?
Yeah. I'm like usually, I fluctuate a lot, but I'm around 230.
Okay.
230 now.
Would you ever do double champ stuff?
Ideally, yeah. That sounds exciting. That excites me. It definitely excites me.
How tall are you? 6'3"?
Yeah, just about 6'3", yeah.
Okay.
So, once I can't cut the weight, it's just beginning, because I could blow it to 240 also. But
is that like Christmas time?
No, it's just, I would just go out to the restaurant, bar, all that, If I get drinks and food, I could blow it to 240.
Amazing.
But yeah, I walk around usually 230-ish.
That's when it goes from like, don't the kids give an apple to the teacher, and it goes from apple to a cupcake, right? What is this apple?
Thanks for the cupcake, though.
Mr. B wants the cupcake.
Mm-hmm.
What's the most rewarding part about giving back to the youth? Yeah, obviously it's a job. They're paying you to be there, but it's like it's not for everybody. So it's, if you didn't like it, it would have been stabbing yourself in the leg. But the fact that I'm positive that you like it, it just makes things easier. So showing up to a job that you enjoy doing, what rewards do you get out of it?
So,
rewards you can't touch.
I love it, man. I don't just like it. I love it. I believe in doing what you love and love what you do. I think that just makes everything just flow. It makes getting up, waking up a lot more enjoyable. If you're got a shitty, crappy job, or you're you're not looking forward to something, but you're expecting a long day, a bad day, right? Then it's gonna be even worse. You know what I'm saying? It's just mindset. Because I've been part of.
I hate the saying "same shit, different day."
What was that?
I hate the saying when someone, how you doing? Living the dream, and they're being sarcastic. I hate that attitude.
Yeah, but that's real life. Some people, this is what I'm saying. I'm blessed to be doing what I do.
But I believe in the believe, achieve, conceive, but it's also like work your fucking ass off. And I believe you're super modest. It's like, is there any tips, advice you give to somebody who they want to be a pro fighter? And dude, you're a pro fighter on Long Island. It's not like, no offense to Iowa or Virginia, it's one of the most expensive capital places. This is a steal from Chris Wade. Somebody asked him, why are Long Island fighters so good? He says to be able to make it to the gym is a win in itself. To be able to train 20 hours a week or however many hours somebody trains, then be able to fight, to be a champion, it's like you're playing so many chess games. And that's why I believe you're going to be successful. You've been playing chess games your whole life and balance and everything. What advice would you give to a younger fighter?
Like I was saying earlier, stick to the script. What's the script? What's the script?
Yeah, you're saying you're blessed, but it's like there's no coincidence that this is brought into your life.
Hey, I've been throwing these hints out there. So stay by like-minded people. Surround yourselves by people that could help you grow, and just keep going. Days are gonna be tough. It's gonna be it's gonna suck. Definitely sucks. You're gonna wake up sore. You're gonna not. You're gonna want some days where you're gonna have some days where you want to just get the extra sleep, or you don't want to get up. You just want to chill. But you got to just tell yourself, just fucking do it. You got to just get up, put in the work, and honestly, it gets easier. I wouldn't say easier, but it becomes better to manage. It gets less difficult the more you do it. Like, I was actually telling a kid the other day at the gym that he was like, when do you make that jump? Like, when do you know that you got it? Like, you started, like, you're able to fight or...
Great question.
Yeah, and I was like, honestly, just consistency. Just like everything else. The more you play video games, the more the more you do it, the better you are. That's just how it goes. And we were talking about sparring. And I'm like, when I first was coming up, training, and I felt like I had good skills. I felt like I had a good skill set, but it just wouldn't translate into sparring because I would only spar once a week for like an hour. And my mindset for that hour or going into it, like it would be like 9 a.m. sparring, right? And I would wake up like, fuck, I gotta go spar. And that's because I was doing it once a week. Now, once I upped it up to like, there was a time where I was sparring like 5 days a week. Then it no longer became like, oh shit, all right, let me go spar. Damn, this is one of the toughest days of the week. It sucks. No, then it became, the mindset was, all right, let's go. It's spar time. It's time to get better. It's time to work on what we've been working on. It's just like the flip of the switch. It's like, now you're not looking at that as like a negative anymore. And I felt like that kind of holds you back also. Now I was looking at it, now when I was sparring multiple times a week, it was more so like, yeah, this is, now I was able to see it. Like, I got better with it. Mindset was better with it. And the results are proof.
Wow.
So just consistency. Just the more you do things, the better the chances are you're going to get better.
Have you ever showed up late to school? Have you ever like, oh my God, it's 8:15? With
this new job, no. But as a subject teacher, listen, I'm like a notorious what do you say? A criminal. Like, I guess I'm an offender, basically, of coming late.
Okay.
Pause. Pause. But no, I'm usually the late guy.
Okay.
Like, I'm to everything.
Okay.
All my friends know that. My family members know that. My girl knows that.
How do you know when you're doing too much is what I'm like. For me, it's like a piece of like dishware breaks and it's like I'm trying to do too much. Like I'm like, hold up.
Just to settle down?
Yeah. And my friend who's like high school wrestler, actually wrestled Gaethje in like USA Wrestling stuff.
That's what's up.
Same tournaments as like John Jones, and
nice.
Now he's like an influencer. But he takes that sports mindset and he does well. That's besides the fact. But we have these conversations. He's in LA doing his thing. He says he knows what it is when he's doing too much and he has to stop and reset. For me, it's like one of my kids hurts themselves and I wasn't paying attention. I break a piece, a cup breaks, and it's like, oh, I'm trying to do the dishes. I'm doing too much. Hold up, reset. Do you ever do too much, and do you catch yourself, and do you do reset, or are you that good where you can keep things perfectly in check? Okay, you have a bad day of sparring.
Right.
Like that's like is like whoa, why is this happening? Or I showed up late today. Why is this happening? Oh, because I'm tired from the night before. Because you're doing a lot, man.
Right.
I'm like, do you ever feel
like I do too much?
And do you have those resets, or do you just keep going?
I do have those resets. You know what? When I'm just like completely
I'm fascinated
tired
with how you think, because dude, master's degree,
all
teaching,
right,
coaching, fighting. Are you kidding me?
So I was actually talking to my girl the other day, and I was telling her like, so when I come home late sometimes, and we have a living room where we have the big TV, and I come in, and I just want to debrief. So I was telling her like. I was just expressing, I was messing with her, but I was just like, you know what, this time, let me just give me an hour, because she wanted to watch a show. So she was watching the show, and I'm like, listen, let me just go in here and just play my game. So I just think about these debriefing. Like,
yes,
again, I was saying
that's very mature of you.
Yeah. So it was, like I was saying earlier, it's a balance of things. So if I'm working all day, doing all this stuff, like a regular work training day, I like to go home at the end of the day and just sit down and, you think about it, how many people I'm talking to every day, how many people I'm either, fighting every day or sparring or whatever you want to call it. Just constant, roles, just always an interaction. And I wouldn't say I'm a extrovert.
You got to be like presidential.
Yeah.
Hey, how you doing?
And I have my introvert moments too. Like sometimes I just want to be left alone, but with what I do, I can't.
Right.
Yeah. And this is what I was
any of the walks.
Right. Yeah, exactly. And I tell her, because she's always like, "Oh, you're such a people person." Like when we go out,
Yeah.
when we go out,
Amazing.
like we'll go to like a bar, we go to whatever, a wedding, anything. Like I just mesh with people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it just happens. But I told her, I'm like, sometimes I don't even want to be. I don't want to be that person. Like I just rather just be to myself. Like I think in myself, I like to be to myself. But what I do and the environments, the settings, I go along with it. If I'm in an atmosphere like that, I'm not going to be introvert in that environment. But, if I'm at a wedding, I'm at a table full of people, I don't want to just be to myself either,
Right.
But back to what I was saying, after a long day, I'll just sit down on the couch, just debrief. Have that time to myself, finally be that introvert. And, I play video games, play Call of Duty with my boys. And that, I guess that kind of gives me like sanity in a sense. Like it keeps me level.
Yes. Some people drink.
Right.
Some people
Some people have their own
Netflix.
Right.
And I used to play along with my wife, but I'm like, no, it's like for me, it's like, and people make fun of the game.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I'm in my 30s playing the video game, but it's like, you watch Netflix for 2 hours. I can't play a game for
Right.
1 hour.
Yeah,
Like,
listen,
that's my debrief. Like,
Mm-hmm.
you have any like military in your family? Because dude, you are super regimented.
No, actually, no.
Really?
No. Like
Your mom wasn't like a killer, international killer, and
No.
like the way she like lines up forks and dinner plates. You're like, Mom, what'd you do in the past? Like, you're
like
like
I got
super-
cousins in it, but it's not like not direct family. But not like the household family. But yeah, no.
It's incredible the way
Yeah.
you're like very efficient, and we're all human. We can only be 99.9,
Mm-hmm.
and not to get spiritual, but the higher power is 100%. We are not. Did that take a while? It took a while for me to figure out to express myself. My wife would be like, "Go play video games." She's pushed me away because I want to like always want to try my best, and it's like I'm actually being more detrimental by hanging around her because I'm starting to like create friction, which starts a fire and a fight, and then I get what I want, but not how I wanted.
Mm-hmm.
So to get what I want, which is just step away for an hour, play Madden, yell, scream, lose, play Call of Duty, yell, scream, lose, but like that keep that competitive nature.
Mm-hmm.
It's taking time to express myself. Have you always been able to express yourself?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, because
Amazing.
even wrestling as
You're
a
gonna be a good dad.
was that? Yeah, I hope so.
Inshallah, as the kids say.
Yeah, no, 100%. No, I never had an issue with it. Like even in middle school and high school, I played football, and all my boys were football players, and we pretty much played baseball too. So we played football and baseball, but they were basketball guys. They did track. They did not fuck with wrestling, and they were more. So, as a kid, middle school, like, oh, you gotta wear singlet. That shit's gay. Blah blah blah
Yes.
blah. This that.
I was probably one of those kids saying that. And then looking back, I'm like,
yeah.
you guys would have smoked me.
Mm-hmm. So I never was, insecure about it. I never, I always expressed myself like, all right, that's fine. You guys, early on, it was a lot of teasing. A lot of like, yeah, this shit is whack, blah, 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 she's gay. But I stuck with it. I never had a problem expressing myself with that and just in general. So it was pretty cool, actually, because then towards my senior year, they would come out and watch the matches.
Wow.
So, like, I
Full
had, like,
circle.
the gym. Yeah, I had the gym, like, gym full and shit to watch me wrestle. It was cool.
Wow.
It was nice. So, when it comes to, like, expressing myself, and I never let outside noise or, bother me.
So when you came here at 4,
Mm-hmm.
was there bullies? Like, did sports save you? Like, it seems like, man, Everything's lining up for you, man. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
And it seems like you notice that, though.
Mm-hmm.
You're not like, no, I don't know. You're like, yeah, this has happened, so I'm like appreciative and grateful for it.
Yeah, like I was saying, I feel like you should.
You're one of a kind, Freddy.
I try, man. I just try my best.
I got your name right. I got your name right.
Yeah,
now.
I'm not Frankie. Shit. But nah. I feel like you should create your environment. You should create what you want to do. You only live once. You only get one life. You should be doing exactly what you want to do.
And I did cut it out, folks, but I did accidentally call Freddy Frankie.
It's fucked up.
That's going to be motivation. When you're on Rogan, you'll be like, yeah, there's some idiot that called me Frankie. And I'm like, I'm your Frankie. Like, when you, like...
Who's your Frankie
when
now?
The Barbarian comes out, it's like... Exactly. Like, does your girl watch you fight?
Yeah. She does the
All the
watch
time.
Party also. She
In
has,
person?
No,
in
not
arena?
in person. Not
is
in person.
Is that a coordinated thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because she doesn't... she don't want to see, her boyfriend get punched in the face.
Okay. But you're like, I'm doing most of the punching?
Right. Yeah. But also, it's pretty cool because she brings it, she sets up the
She's
same
got
way.
to come out if you're at MSG.
Yeah. No,
on.
once we have those big arenas for sure. But no, I also the setup is dope too. The same way I was telling you about my high school wrestlers.
Yeah,
She does a watch party
packed
also.
gym.
She brings her friends, her mom, her family members, her brother, her uncle, and they watch it.
Do they FaceTime you afterwards?
Yeah.
Oh my!
Yeah,
and is it like the movies?
Yeah.
Where they're like,
yeah. She's cursing and all that stuff, and it's
you
awesome.
fucked him up, Freddy. Right?
Yeah,
Like language
yeah.
you didn't even know she had, probably.
Oh
right?
no, 100%. They were going. Cause it's funny because she records it too. Like she's recording the fight and
I wasn't even gonna ask. Like that's crazy. So they do like the watch party recording as well.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
well, not like in a podcast theme, but she records it
Yeah.
and just to see the reaction. It's dope.
Amazing.
Mhm.
Dude. You're like freaking living a movie. How are you this humble?
So I am, bro.
You got it going on, man.
I said it. I try my best, bro.
Amazing. And these are small tests, not having a fight since July. These
Mhm.
are small tests. You have bigger tests. Have you visualized, have you prepared for Dana White Contender Series, for example? The push in the doors, you look to your right, you see Dana White's bald head, and you're wearing those cool new, like, turquoise gloves. Like, are you... Can you feel it? Are you, like, watching a fight, you're twitching when you
Hell
watch,
yeah.
like...
Hell yeah.
Talk to me, man. Like, what's inside that mind of yours? Like, why will you be in the UFC? Why will you be a top 10? Why will you be a top 5? Why will you be a champion?
Just put in the work, man. Like you said, we've been talking about this whole time. Just putting time management, proper discipline, having the right team around me, and just having that dog in me, bro.
Your body language immediately shifted.
Yeah.
Like, either a mosquito got you because there's a mosquito flying around,
no.
or you're that excited.
Yeah,
Can you
excites
feel
me.
it?
Oh,
Are you
yeah,
excited?
Yeah, hell yeah, bro. It excites me just thinking about the future.
What's the first thing you want to say on the mic when you could talk to Daniel Cormier, Michael Bisping, or Joe Rogan? Like, who would you... Is this
thanking
all
God.
for Mama Dukes?
Yeah, thanking God, thanking my mom, thanking my family, thanking everybody, the team. Yeah, I've visualized that. I've practiced that, all that. But, yeah, we're ready.
All right, I may have to follow you around for a day then. We do like a mini documentary. You cool with that?
I'm cool with that, bro.
I have no cases,
Mhm.
so if they background check, I'm good. Don't worry.
All right.
Yeah, dude, just a day in the life of it. May be for this fight. Maybe for this fight.
Come on down, bro.
I'm literally
Come on down
like,
to elementary school, and then we go train. And
I'm so freaking close. I'm so freaking close, dude. I got my wife praying hard because I'm like, come on, you need to pick up your frequency. I believe because they say prayer is an actual like frequency. Like you send it out, it's an actual like it's a scientific thing. A thought, a prayer. It's not just things that people make up. Like it really is like it. That whole thoughts be things like the negative energy. You said like somebody waking up saying "fuck," why am I sparring? It's like it's just the mind.
Mhm.
No offense, but you're the same as others. I'm the same as others. but the mind is there. I look at the NFL Combine.
Mhm.
How come every 6'4", 250-pound linebacker is not in the NFL?
Right.
It's the mind. So, you said the G word first. I didn't. What does God do for you in your life?
Everything. Again, like saying
No, grind is first.
right. GOE. People ask me that too. Like,
Okay.
people ask me, what does GOE stand for? Does it stand for God over everything? I said, of
Kinda.
course it does. I actually have my first tattoo is says "Fear nothing with God." It's on my back. So that was my first tattoo, and I wanted to, there's just a saying. Again, in high school, I would say that to myself too. Like, I have no fear with God on my side. But every night, you said it was a frequency. My mom, we would pray every night.
Your mom, big spirituality?
Yeah.
Okay. I knew we were in the ballpark with the military. I knew, but do you believe in, like, God sees everything too? That, like, you could cut a corner when you're running a pylon, but and God knows. Do you believe in that?
100%.
Dude, because I'm like, that, I live by that. Since I was a kid, like,
definitely.
oh, I know I took that Snickers.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
like,
And
you know if you didn't show up, you know if you didn't train hard enough for the fight.
Right.
It's like,
Right.
that's probably why you got so much confidence.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Exactly.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
the higher power knows.
That I put in the time, I put in the effort, I put in the work.
Okay. Amazing. What if somebody is a little lost in their life? Have you introduced spirituality to them? Was your girlfriend not religious? Did you bring it into her life? Is she super religious and you guys connected? Like, or a friend, family? Have you ever?
No, she actually wasn't as religious.
Because it can be weird for some people.
Like, I'm
growing
not-
up, it was weird in the night.
No, 100%. She actually wasn't as religious. She said definitely being around me and my family made her a little more religious.
Same with mine.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, I'm not, like, pushing on everybody either.
Yeah.
I'm just more so to, like, I just know how I am and how spiritual I can get. And
Do you push it out on social? I'm sorry if I don't remember in the captions.
I mean, I would thank God, of course.
Okay.
But I'm not, I'm not every day trying to really push it either. Maybe I should do a better job with that.
No, because I'm on the fence. I pushed very hard during the pandemic. I feel like a lot of people went closer. Like during that time, they either fell back into dark or they tried to get closer to light.
Mm-hmm.
And I was pushing hard on social media. Ugh. And I kind of like went back. I'm like, I know me. I don't have to scream it on a megaphone.
Well, that's kind of how I feel. I know me. I know.
You don't scream anything on a megaphone. Dude, you're like super like in control. And I believe the smartest people are in control. I believe the people who like have things out of whack
Mm-hmm.
and their lives running them instead of running their lives, they're running their lives. It's like, that's how I judge intelligence. That's why I see you as like one of the most intelligent people, because you're controlling what you can control. And from what you're telling me, it's because of strength from a higher power.
Yeah.
That's powerful.
No, 100%.
You are who you are because of your beliefs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, 1,000%.
That's crazy. That's amazing. And it's real.
Mm-hmm.
What do you mind if somebody's not religious? Like, does it bother you if they're like,
No, it doesn't bother me. I believe, everybody's entitled to their own beliefs and opinions. But that is religion also. Everybody's, has their own, I'm not just surrounded by my own religion. Like, I have other friends that, they practice and preach other religions.
The gym's a great melting pot.
Right, exactly. So I'm actually, as far as like
what
cultures,
people kill if a Jew's saying Inshallah? They're like, are you kidding me? They're like, what the fuck? I'm like,
I feel like it's a little too extreme.
All religion is good religion.
I'm really a fan of like learning culture and like
Same.
not just like
Maybe people. I like the people. If this guy's Muslim,
right,
Christian, Jewish,
but even just like doesn't even have to be religion or doesn't have to just be like nationality. It includes nationality, includes religion, includes different careers. Just learning about different cultures and how you said people. like at the gym, you said it's a big melting pot. So we got people from U.S., you got people from Colombia, you got my boy Czech from Senegal, you got Georgie from Georgia, sorry. You got everybody from everywhere, people from Italy, people from Russia. You just see it, it's. We were having a conversation at the gym maybe like a month ago, some change, where it was me, Czech, and Shalev, and that we're talking about foods, and we're talking about Senegal foods, and he was telling me he goes to this restaurant out in Harlem, because I don't think I've ever had Senegal food or like a restaurant, and I'm like, what do you guys eat over there? And he told me it's like.
Can I guess?
Take a guess. You're not getting this, but.
Is it, there's a meat and a grain, I'm guessing?
Well, we were talking about the meat.
What animal? I'm horrible with geography.
Pause.
No, we're actually rolling. No pause, no pause. No diddy.
No diddy.
Chickens? They got chickens running around?
Well, that's initially.
I was going to guess cows. There's no way cows are surviving.
Well, he actually says, was it cows? No, I'm pretty sure when they do the lawn fights, he was saying he wins cows.
What?
I was like, what do you win? Yeah, but that's a different. That's like different conversation. But when they win there, no, it was a type of chicken though. I'm thinking it's just like regular chicken.
Rooster.
That's what I thought.
Okay,
but I don't know it. Forgot the name of it, but when we Googled it, it looked like a peacock, like a turkey peacock looking thing. But I've never seen this animal a day in my life. Like, I've been around 30 years and fucking didn't even know this animal existed. It was like
delicious.
I never had it. No, I never had it.
Oh, I thought you guys went to the Harlem spot.
No. He was telling me about it, and like I was asking him what the best food is on the menu. I saw the menu, and I was like, "What is that? What is that?" Blah 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 blah. He's like, "Yeah, it's kind of like chicken, but it's not." I'm like, "All right, so what is it? Is it like rabbit?" He's like, "No." Is it like duck? He's like, "No." Is it turkey? No. I'm like, "It's not chicken." He's like, "No, it has he said it had like a red beak or whatever, red face. I was like, "So it's a rooster? It's a hen, something like that." He's like, "No, it's not." I'm like, "What is that?"
Some magical bird,
bro. I'm telling you, I've never seen this bird ever before, and it was like a culture shock, because I was like, "Bro, that's their version of having cows, or like, you know how common cows are here, and or whatever, the steaks and the food we eat here. That just proves that how much cows we have here. Now we don't have this. I don't think I've never seen this bird here, but the way he was describing it was that they eat that all the time over there, which shows how much how much in numbers they are. So that's their version of a chicken, and it was just cool. It was cool to see. Like, I'm like, oh shit, like this animal I didn't even know it existed, but for you, that was in your mind, that's regular. For us, it wouldn't be. I'm gonna show you right now.
And Georgie, it probably has some like different culture things that we're not used to. I'm sure it's like
right.
But that's good, open-minded.
Yeah, but that's the thing I was talking about. It's like I like learning or hearing about other cultures like that, learning about it.
Shout outs to your manager.
Shout outs to Oren
Hodek.
Yes,
KO
sir.
reps.
KO gang, baby.
Charlie Campbell, Justin Montalvo, Aljamain Sterling, of course, the Funk Master, Marab Davalishvili. Who else? Who did I miss? Matt Steamroller Frivola.
Of course.
Love Matt. Big fight coming up the end of this month in Paris. I have forgiven Matt for some.
You forgive him? He choked you out?
He would find this funny.
Choked you out of Sarah's?
I don't know, man. This is big body Ike now. I'm getting 30 pounds since I've rolled with everybody.
Oh,
have
shit.
twins and let me see you guys keep it down.
Shit, man. You got to be rolling with the big boys now.
Bro, I was walking around at 157 for boxing.
Mm-hmm.
They're light, I was trying to be a boxer, look like Deontay Wilder, stringy and skinny. Now I'm 190. It's
no, you pushing 200, bro.
No, I'm almost in light heavyweight. Oh, for football, I was 207, 205.
That was the heaviest you've ever been?
Big boy. I could chuck. I was like Baron Leftwich.
Are you a quarterback?
I could back up.
Back up.
Yeah, I could chuck, but couldn't
So you're
run
like
for
Big Ben.
anything. Yeah.
Just
Big Ben
running.
can move, kind of, but
Yeah?
I could not move. They had to put me with like the linemen with the suicides, because I was like, Coach, you put me with the backs. I know it's quarterback, and I'm with the tight end, the running backs, the receivers. I was like, Coach, I'm I'm finishing last. I was a slow, but now I think I could run a little. I think I
Yeah?
could run a little.
You got to put it to the test. Yeah, next time we're at Sarah's or Longo's,
Yeah,
we either go outside or we put you on the treadmill. What do you think you got on the
I
treadmill?
like the Aerodyne. They got the Aerodyne bike now.
Nah, I want the treadmill, bro.
I'll beat you in the Aerodyne. I guarantee you I
Nah.
could do more mileage than you in 5 minutes.
Absolutely not. So actually, I'm
I just walked around Sarah saying beat 2.1.
So no, let me tell you, this is where you mess up.
Very
This is where
competitive.
this is where you fucked up. So I'm actually
This is where he
yeah, you fucked up.
All right.
You fucked up challenging me to that. You can challenge me to the treadmill because I hate the treadmill. I still do it, but I'm just not. I'm
Aerodyne.
more. No, Aerodyne.
There's
That's
no way you're beating.
so I would have to. That's what I freaking had to do, like college wrestling.
Do you know
to
your
cut weight.
numbers?
Yeah, bro. So the point. All right. So when everything shut down during COVID, gym
Forget the
closed.
chicken.
Nah, yeah, I had to find it, man. It's gonna bother me. I'll find it later then. So during
Local
COVID,
pollo.
yeah, I'll find it. So during COVID, and everything shut down. The gym shut down, and I got tired. I would say I got tired of going outside, but I wanted a better way of doing cardio. So I actually bought an assault bike.
Oh, you bought one.
But that's how
okay.
invested I was in this shit.
So
I bought one.
How
I
much
bought
can
it.
you do in 5 minutes? Or 10 minutes?
Well, we doing intervals.
Straight. As much as you can do mileage-wise. That's what I just look at. Like, how much mileage can you do in 5 minutes anyway? If it's your legs, your arms, just do it. I could do 2.1 in 5 minutes and 4 in 10 minutes. 4 miles in 10 minutes. I'm telling you. Try it out. You're going to look at the clock, and it's going to be 2 minutes. You're like, there's no way I can keep this pace.
No, I'm not worried about that. Because I could do.
You got cardio for a big boy?
I
know you never need it.
No,
I know you never need it.
Trying to think of the numbers because I would do intervals.
Just do it Wednesday,
5 minutes?
Thursday, Friday. Do it in a
Bro,
week.
that's nothing. I would do intervals. So the intervals, I would do like 30 and 30. So I would get 1 mile.
Rogan calls it Tabata.
Tabata.
Tabata?
Tabata, yeah.
Maybe I just said a bread type of bread.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what you just said. So it would be
We'll
30
do
and
your
30.
style, one challenge, and then try mine.
Okay. Bro, I could get 1
'Cause we
mile.
gotta do like pound for pound stuff. 'Cause
Yeah, I
obviously
could get a mile in less.
you'll break me like Bane.
So during the interval, let's say 45 slow and 15 seconds all out, or 40 and 20. I could do it under 3 minutes, 1 mile, which would be like 2 minutes and 30 seconds or something.
I'm
So I
saying
could-
straight. I think
No,
my
I could
style's
just
harder.
right.
You're telling
right.
me coast for 45, hard for 15.
But that's 15 seconds of me going hard. I think if I do a minute of me going hard, I could get near. I'd say 2.1.
was impressed. Check goes,
2.1.
brother, you do too much.
Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna try it.
I remember like there was like some rookies late on Saturdays like I was like breaking these young kids. I'm like,
Yeah?
what? They were like, yeah, I could do it. I'm like, all right. When you start
So
to see your
2 miles,
pace,
2 miles in 5 minutes.
yep, and 4 and 10.
I feel like I've done more in 10 minutes though.
I know it sounds that way,
No.
I know it sounds
I'm
that
telling you, I have an assault bike.
dude. I have like that weird Diaz cardio, weird. Like
No, I've seen it. Remember, you came in at Law one day, and
that's all I do every day.
and we
Warm up.
we went on the ladders and we started doing all this like movement outside. I don't know if you remember it, but
No.
I remember because we just finished getting like a hard session, and then you came in doing all this the ladders, and I'm like, you know what? All right, come on, let's go. Let me go jump in with it.
That's for boxing. I've learned a lot.
Okay.
Those matches are at Gleason's. Those boxing matches, like I'm going in their Taekwondo stance. And these
Oh,
guys are
yep.
like Tyson. I was like, Justin's like, you got some things to learn. Montalvo was in my corner. I was like, all right. But I don't think anybody's gonna listen this far. I mean, probably your family. So your family's gonna be like, oh, there's like that guy. I want to do combat sambo. You see Marab do that?
Mm-hmm.
It's so they have a training camp in February and competitions in April and June. So
Oh, you're actually
if
gearing
any
up
of my
for it.
peeps listen this far, you guys will know. But a bunch
So
of
what
Freddy's fans.
What are you gunning for? January?
I think it's
April?
every year. U.S. Nationals in Texas, late April. And,
I'm saying, are you ready for this January?
I'll be ready.
Oh yeah,
I'll be ready.
Ooh, I
I'll
like
be ready.
that. Okay.
So, yeah, I was gonna try to go for Golden Gloves, but I'm like, I should do something with the weight. So it's 163, which is not bad for 190. That's pretty 27. But
that's kind of where I'm at right now. In freaking 5 or 6
we're
weeks.
the same weight.
Was that not the same way?
oh, I
I'm
was
saying how
like,
much
wait.
I have to lose.
Oh.
Yeah.
I was like, wait a second, are you going to 85? I was like,
No.
I don't want to upset you like Connor.
No, sir.
Oh, Connor, you're
You call the
Connor
welterweight,
calling
right?
you-
Welterweight.
Do I look like? I'll never forget. You're like, I gotta call Connor. Walter, I was like,
Oh yeah.
you didn't hear that from me.
Oh
You
yeah.
didn't hear that from me.
Yeah.
Shout outs to Connor, just got
Shout-outs.
to win.
Yep,
Georgie
shout
as
out-
well.
Yep. Shout out to
Warriors
the boys,
Garden,
man.
holding it down.
Fuck yeah, Warriors Garden, baby.
You got a merch website?
Yeah, I do. GrinderEverything.com. But I gotta actually put it up.
Okay.
But shout out to Warrior Garden too. That's my guy Nick, and I'm part of the team also. So I love what they do. I love what he's doing. We got a strong team, strong. The drops. I know Beethoven just had his. It's fire, all fire shit.
You gonna be at the MSG card at the Combat at the Garden,
Oh, of course.
dude?
I definitely show love.
Big things.
That's fun.
Big
That's
things.
exciting.
Pretty amazing.
Hell yeah.
Donnie deserves that spot, man. Very
Mhm.
excited. Very excited for Donnie. Big things for
He's
him.
a beast, man.
He's focused.
Oh hell yeah.
And he did what people rarely do. He reached out. We're very, I know I say weird, but people are very weird about religion. But we're very just pass good energy towards each other.
Mhm.
Like he randomly reached out and I was like, holy shit. I randomly reached out to Justin. I was like, that's good. Like, credit's free.
Yeah.
Why can't people give credit?
No, 100%.
Send
Gotta
words.
show love. Show love, show support, show good, positive energy.
I feel like nowadays the strongest human beings are like you, not the guys who are like the
rah-rah.
boom boom
Well, yeah.
bang the chest. It's like, did you ever grow up hearing the loudest person in the rooms, the weakest?
weakest, yeah.
Watch out for the guy.
That was I would see that in the boxing gyms too. A lot of guys are like that.
You been in the boxing?
Yeah,
scene?
so I
Okay,
actually
I didn't know this.
yeah, so I actually
Okay.
all right, so my background is came from Colombia at 4. I lived in Queens. I moved around Queens a couple times. Went from Corona, Flushing area to Queens Village, Jamaica area.
And you're not a Mets fan.
Nah, but you know what's funny? I would actually go watch the Mets game every freaking year, probably twice a year.
Okay.
But Derek Jeter and
stop.
we got rings, baby.
Yes, I'm hoping that we have our own Derek Jeter and Jalen Brunson.
He had a Mets shirt before this, and I made him take it off. I said, "Yo, wear your fucking Aljo shirt. Support Funk Master."
I said yes. He gave me the Barbarian eyes, folks. Give me a break.
Yeah. So
So grew up in-
same Mets color, but yeah, he had to take that Mets shit off.
Oh my God, he's going in.
Yeah.
All right.
But no. So
I would say I would beat you up, but I'll say I'll beat you in Tabata sprints.
yeah, nah, not that either.
You wait till we get on that assault bike.
So we're supposed to play Madden too. I don't think he's beating me in that either.
No excuses.
No, but so I moved around Queens, and I was in Jamaica, Queens Village area from first grade to 6th grade, and then I moved out to Westbury, out to Long Island, and it's a big change. Like not being around having just cement, having just concrete. Nothing really was accessible. I would play kickball with my friends, but there was a YMCA to play baseball, but my mom wasn't gonna pay that money for that. There was I actually did Aikido. Aikido is like a form of karate.
Oh, Steven Seagal.
Yeah, the defensive.
Wrist grabbing and stuff.
It's just more like defensive karate. I assume.
Okay.
So I did that when I was 6 to 8 years old.
That's like some prodigy story shit.
Yeah, so I did that for like 2 years. And I think the gym shut down. But I was a fan of base. I was a huge baseball fan, huge football fan. But we didn't have any grass, so we couldn't play football, and I couldn't play baseball because, again, the only thing we had near us was the YMCA, and my mom wasn't going to pay for that. So then we moved out to Long Island, and we're in Westbury, where we have Little League Baseball. We have grass to play football. We had the boxing gym, Westbury Boxing.
The PAL?
PAL is downstairs, yeah.
That is elite on the island.
Yeah, so that's actually one of my first, like, I guess, team sports, or whatever you want to call it, just my first sports, actually being a part of something, experiences. So I joined the PAL boxing, and I was doing that.
How old? 6, 8?
No, it's about like 10.
That's a good
10,
age.
yeah,
That's
around
good
10.
age.
So when I first moved out to Westbury, joined that.
How long did you do it for?
I would consistently, like, when they was just doing that.
Or just overtime. It doesn't matter.
I mean, I still kind of go there, not really, because I'm doing, more MMA, but I've had ties there since I was 10. So that was middle school.
When did you start wrestling?
Middle school.
Okay.
So that's where I started the two, wrestling and boxing.
Wow.
And I was taking the boxing really serious for the first couple of years. And then high school hit, and it was then more so football, wrestling, and baseball. But I fell out of love. My love for baseball kind of fell off.
Too slow?
No, I was all right. I was
No, I meant like.
What do you mean?
Like, mentally.
Oh, too slow of a game?
Yeah.
I guess my body started growing. I started growing, and I started, just, I don't know if it was the combat part of it or like the collision part of football, but I just got better at like football and wrestling. But those became my like two sports, and baseball just kind of, I don't know. I think it just fell out of it. So as I started getting more into the high school sports, boxing was there, but I wasn't going there every day. I would go there once in a while for an extra workout, and I would work out there every summer. Every summer, consistently, just get a work, because you have a gym in there, you have a weight room, and then you box. So I would go there every summer, like, consistently.
Okay, you may have really good cardio.
Yeah, every summer consistently, even in college. Even when I was wrestling in college, whenever we were off season from wrestling, I would be boxing and, again, keeping in shape.
Wow. So,
but I haven't been there in a while just because it's more so MMA focused.
Right.
But yeah, nah. Shout out to Westbury Boxing, Coach Al. They're awesome over there, man.
You're modest, bro. Like,
What was that?
You got a hell of a freaking arsenal.
Yeah, man. I plan to use it on October 18th.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. All right. I feel like we addressed everything. So what are some of your goals then?
UFC. And yeah, just fucking dominating, bro. That's one of my goals. Obviously getting tenured in teaching and, having a successful career.
How close are we to that?
That was my first year as a full-time teacher, so 4 years.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I've seen from my sister how hard that is of a grind.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very valued job.
Mm-hmm.
Congratulations.
Thank you, brother. Yeah, I have many goals. Many.
Doctoring?
I already got my master's.
I know.
But, there's always opportunity to keep.
Dr. Vidal. You
I just
walk
want to do
out
it
with like
all.
a lab coat.
Mm-hmm. Fuck it. Yeah, it's something I was actually talking about. Like, I want to be one of those guys that. I was a fan of WWE growing up, and I always watched it and shit. And that was my intro to wrestling. And I would always play fight. I was always play fighting when we were kids. We were just like fucking WWF, WWE heads, and even like recess. We were always fucking play fight. We would be fighting. Like, it was just fucking funny. Like, second graders just fucking beating the shit out of each other. And then we'd go home and have like a fucking championship belt and be like a group of like 6 of us.
Oh, that's sick.
And we'd go outside and like fucking really just fucking fight. Going for that belt and shit. But yeah, nah, bro. If the UFC just one day go in there with a lowrider, some Eddie Guerrero shit.
Oh,
That'd be fucking fire, right?
R.I.P.
R.I.P.
Eddie. Met his wife, Vicky.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
That's dope.
She screamed. Right? She's got that crazy
Yeah,
scream. I didn't know.
They made her to a heel. I remember that. She was just like the bad person in the fucking.
I have a gap in my like WWE fandom. Like after through the Hardy Boys.
Oh yeah.
Like the Swanton. I didn't know about the outfit. You could take your fishnets, but the actual stunts.
Oh yeah.
Crazy.
Bro, it's unreal.
But Cena, Batista didn't really pay attention to them.
I'm a big Rock guy.
I like Dave Bautista. I feel like he's got like a nice soul. He's like a gentle guy, and he fought MMA.
Yeah.
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 And he does those cool movies. You see Army of the Dead?
I have not.
Are you a horror movie guy? Not really. I'm not really, but
no, I'm more of a thriller, suspense. You know,
what are you watching?
Plot twist type of thing.
Just video games while in camp, competitive mode, or always video games, or
no, I switch it up. But mostly, yeah. Every night I try to get a video game in, whether it's Madden, NCAA.
That's a
FIFA.
really good NCAA. They made really good.
Oh,
I
it's
just played
amazing.
my boy.
Yeah. Fucking speaking of NCAA, I'm in a fantasy. I mean, not a fantasy, a dynasty with like Connor and Mike Curiel.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and we fucking did a.
They have online dynasties now.
Yeah,
Holy wow.
So this was the thing, and they're trying to get me to change
You
my
have to
fucking
be in
team.
the same conference.
Well, he set it up. Connor set it up. He set it up so we're all in the same conference, but we have to pick. This is the stipulation. We got to pick only 2-star teams. Because they do it by star, 1-star, 2-star,
Give me an example.
3-star.
What's like a
I'm non-power 5. So like, so Connor's West Kentucky, Mike picked East Carolina,
Come
I
on,
got
that's no
bro,
fun.
and this is where they're making me. Bro, they were just fucking last
Duke?
night.
Is Duke?
No, they're ACC. That's Power 5. I got fucking Boise State, and I don't know if you've been
blue
watching.
team?
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't know if you've been watching, but they have this fucking the running back. But they're saying this guy's like a Heisman runner-up already. No, I was
ratings.
playing. Yeah, well, there's 2-star teams, so now they're like blowing my phone up saying like, "Yo, change your team."
Yep.
This is bullshit. Bro, they faced Oregon yesterday, and they only lost by a field goal. And this guy, the running back, is legit.
Let's go. That's a good team.
Now
Wow.
they're making me. They're
like
gonna
he'll
make
be
me,
a top 10 pick.
What do you,
The running back.
I believe so. This guy's.
Okay.
I mean, if he keeps this up, he'll be
Amazing.
fucking. Yeah, that dude's a beast though.
You
So
think Shador can do something?
yeah, I'm a fan. I like Colorado.
What do you think about this theory? Or order of events. Somebody said Shador gets drafted by the Cowboys. Mike McCarthy's out. Deion's in. Coaches him in the pros. Deion Sanders returns to the Cowboys as the head coach. Do you think this is? Could you buy into that? Is that a possibility?
Bro, you do know I'm a Giants fan, right? Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, bro. Nah, I'm not a fan of that.
All right, let's talk about a lighter subject.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying.
Saquon
bro,
going off or no?
he is going off, but
You wish him well? Do you care?
because I'm a Penn State fan too.
He has all the lifting records.
Yeah, and he fucking beats it out. That's why, bro. Was it 20? You know all these dates, and you have this photographic memory. But I want to say what it was 2017.
I can't remember your name, but I.
Right? Fucking. So he tells me beforehand,
sorry.
before we have one, he's like, bro, 200 to 300. Give me a number. And I was like, all right, what did I say, 218 or something? And he's like, oh, that's easy. Boom. He tells me like, Ngannou and Overeem and Max and Aldo, and he tells me the date, December 2nd, 2017. I'm like, what? Then I go for like 236 or something, and he tells me, bro, he has like photographic memory when it comes to this.
And I call him Frankie 5 times.
Right, but then he called me fucking Frankie.
The only question, too, that required 5 of your names repeating, it was a good question, too. I was
Yeah.
very impressed with myself because I was
Give me a compliment calling me Frankie.
I was like, Frankie, when you're Mr. V, when you're
Unreal.
Frankie and this, and Frankie and that, and Frankie and this, and you're like, if he says Frankie one more time, I don't know. Should I leave it in? No.
I don't know yet.
It was a cutout. Maybe there'll be a
Maybe.
blooper reel.
Yeah,
I'll give you the blooper.
Do the blooper.
Like a freaking idiot.
Yeah, definitely do the blooper.
I don't,
You're the one with
I don't make
photographic
excuses.
memory.
I could blame coffee. I could blame kids, but that was dumb. That was dumb, folks. You definitely would have failed me. I'm the only kid.
You failed me, bro. You failed
Yeah,
me by not knowing my name, bro.
I failed you as a friend.
Shit, bro. Unreal, man.
Oh, my God. take it to heart. When you get that mic on the LFA, be like, who's Frankie now? The guy's going to be like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Like, what? Nobody called you Frankie, bro. Nah, fucking Ike did.
Oh, my God.
Ike called me Frankie and called me that shit like 10 times.
Oh, my God.
And didn't even realize
I couldn't even
it.
think. I was like, am I making a Frankie Edgar? While this has been going on, I go, why did I call him Frankie? No reason. Just
No
absolute
reason. No
imbecile.
reason whatsoever. Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Nah, but
Sorry
yeah,
about
but that was impressive though. The 200, 300 thing.
I'm trying to like shift away from that. Like I'm like that. It just makes it look worse. I can remember Ngannou's left tattoo, the date that he got, freaking.
Well, how much MMA do you watch?
That's it.
How do you do it? Like,
Some football, obviously.
football.
Every Jets game and some primetime games, but I don't know. I don't watch.
what do you think about
This
tomorrow?
is one of those origin stories. I don't watch TV shows. I believe that's a big waste of time.
Well,
12 seasons?
well, what do you think about tomorrow against the 49ers?
Oh, man, you're a dick. Okay, nobody's bringing this up. Because you're an athlete, you will definitely recognize this. What's the team that passed Rodgers in the draft that he holds to his heart?
Bears?
Niners.
Oh, Niners.
Nobody's bringing that up. It's going to be an emotional game. It's his
Okay.
first game back. Just make it to the field's emotional. Then there's that whole factor that he's from Cali, always wanted to play for the Niners. Alex Smith got drafted by the Niners. The Jets fans will jump off the bridge on Tuesday because they will lose.
What do you
But
think?
the Jets will get
what's,
to 10-7 on the year.
what's the prediction though?
Score?
Yep.
They'll show fight, so I'm thinking 31-21 Niners.
31-21?
Yeah, I'm a realistic fan. Somebody said, everybody's saying they're going to win 13. I'm like, give Rodgers a minute to get comfortable. 10-7, win a playoff game, I'll take it. Everybody's saying Super Bowl. I'm going to pump the brakes.
Well, the Bills and
I think the Giants will win 7.
I hope so. Man.
Take the
I was
over.
watching that game today, man. That shit was bad.
Okay, let me ask you this bet. I almost said Danny DeVito.
Danny Dimes.
Who's
Daniel
the
Jones?
DeVito backup?
Yeah, DeVito's a backup.
What's his, Mike DeVito? I forget.
Tommy.
Tommy DeVito.
Yep.
Will he have a start in September? Ooh, will the fans, because New York fans are animals.
What are we in September 8th? Nah. Start? No. Will he play?
Will he have a start before Thanksgiving? No injury to Jones. No injury. Will the fans and the critics and the media get Jones out of there? New York is harsh.
Let me pull up the schedule.
Oh, God. You're revealing that you are a scientific mind. I played golf recently, and I said, are you a Brett Favre? See ball, hit ball? Or are you the Peyton Manning? Oh, Omaha, X, Y, right. No. Fire. It's like, I'm Brett Favre when it comes to that shit.
Do he have a start? No injury, you're saying?
No injury.
Nah. I don't think so.
Okay. So you believe in Jones? I think he's
I don't
talented.
believe in him. I just don't think that. I just think the Giants. You said before Thanksgiving. How many games is that? Probably
Oh, my God. Never mind. I don't know.
Because I'm trying to think. Like I think they paid him for a reason.
The guy I just texted said, fuck no.
Yeah?
2 answers. You're like, how many games? You're a very good studier. This is what you're showing me.
Yeah, but I just
That's
think.
the only way you get a master's
But
is
you
by
know what?
studying.
But I just think they're giving him too many fucking chances. I mean, I'm not. I think he sucks. Well, you know what? I was one of those guys.
Get him
I
on the
was-
run.
I was one of those guys that was like, all right, you know what? After I saw him take off and trip and shit like that, I'm like, oh, he has speed. Remember when he fucking fell 99
That's
yards?
a long time. Yes.
That was like what, 3 years ago?
And he had the fastest
All right.
top
And
speed.
you were
I
like,
remember
he
that.
got the
I saw
weight
that.
Lamar Jackson. I was like, oh shit. I was actually using that, bro. I was using that.
Right.
I was arguing with my friends, bro. I was arguing with my brother. My brother's a Tampa Bay fan. Well, the
I
ones that-
defended Jameis.
One of
He
my
would
brothers
like
that
me.
live in Florida, Papa,
They got Baker.
and he's always trying to clown, and we were having these arguments and shit because Tom Brady went to Tampa Bay and won the ring, and I was like, before that, prior to that, and after that, you guys are
Yeah, 2 decades.
right. But he's always trying to shit on me for being a Giant fan, especially his biggest attack is Daniel Jones. So early on, I was defending him. Now I'm like, you know what? Yeah, no, I can't defend him no more. He's got to prove it. And then today, I'm just like, oh, God.
Dayball not on the hot seat, right?
He's on the hot seat.
Why, though?
Well,
People are blaming Salah
his
for
third season?
Yes, but this isn't the quarterback that he drafted.
I mean, that's the quarterback they
Josh
paid
Allen.
money to. And they got rid of Saquon.
True.
Oh, they pushed Saquon out
That
because
is a
of
good
that.
point. He did get the contract under Dayball.
Right,
They couldn't let him go. I don't know. Watching that Minnesota game,
No, I'm not
he
saying-
made some crazy throws.
Listen, I'm not saying I don't want DeVito. I'd rather him start at this point because
Is
I don't know if
Neighbors
he-
overhyped?
No, I think he's the real deal.
Okay.
I just, again, I
All
just
the
think
same.
Danny Dimes is just not that guy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, like I said, I defended him. I'm still pulling. I'm rooting for the Giants, but it's hard, bro. After watching that game today too, it's hard. Now, will they finish better than the Jets?
Health, everything's healthy. Jets will finish better. If Tyrod Taylor's got it coming, that's not a good sign.
Yeah. You think the Jets are going to win the division? You got the Dolphins and the Bills didn't look too impressive today either, but it's game one,
No. I feel like Josh Allen's going to have that Cam Newton year. He lost a weapon with Diggs. He's going to have like 40 touchdowns, 12 picks, 10 running touchdowns. This is going to be the exhausted MVP candidate year. He'll win the division, but Jets might clip them in the first round of the playoffs.
Okay.
I think Tua, he's fun.
But
I don't think he's long-term winner. I don't like the injuries, but he did do jiu-jitsu. I heard that he was doing jiu-jitsu to combat
recently?
concussions to strengthen his neck so he didn't hit the turf last
really?
offseason.
That was dope.
And Tyreek Hill, did he get arrested? Is that
this
true?
morning. Yeah.
Dude,
On the way to the stadium.
I didn't think that was real. I was like,
that was real. I got him on fantasy, one of my teams.
jeez. How your team's doing? Let's get an update.
So
I want to make sure.
I'm in 5 leagues, which is
I'm in
a
3.
lot.
That's the most I've ever heard in my life.
Bro, I did 6, and I said I would never do 6 again. I did it like 2 years ago.
I got 2 good projections.
So 1 winning, 2 losing.
We've been rolling for a bit, huh?
Yeah.
Maybe close to 2 hours.
Has it been?
Yeah, I think my hard drive's holding up too. So
Shit,
this is
we're
good.
just flowing, bro.
This is for your chance to give a shout out. You have to put money on this.
Mhm.
And if you can't tell them to do this. Who is listening at this point all the way through? And if they are, tell them, they have to send you something. You'll be like, wow, you listen all the way through. Who is listening right now to this whole thing?
What do you mean, send me something?
I don't know, they gotta say fire hydrant, and they'll be like, fire hydrant, and you're like, oh wow, you listen that far. I don't know, some type of who's listening this far? Give them a shout out.
I would hope my
And
team.
let them know.
I hope some of my teammates.
No way, bro. They drive 30 minutes, but they heard the first 30 minutes. No,
Fuck it.
maybe my mom downloaded.
I hope my teammates.
Georgie, I think you're the one listening. That's my bet.
You got Georgie. I got some of my sponsors, my team, outside my teammates. I would think my boys at Maximilian Watches. Shout out to the piece right here. I think they could be my McGorry's
Open
people.
for sponsors.
Yes. My McGorry's people. I think my boy Reach is probably gonna listen to this whole thing. Definitely my girl Amanda. She was actually asking me if it's gonna be live or it's gonna be recorded.
Thank God it's not live, Frankie.
Fuck you, bro. My name's not Frankie.
So Connor's a welterweight, and your
you
name's
just call me
Frankie.
Frankie
now.
again, bro?
That was on purpose.
Oh yeah.
That was on purpose.
Fuck you.
Now I gotta call check. What would I call check? Hey, has to be not too offensive. Hey, you peacock eating person.
Try it.
Didn't you say that? I don't know.
Yeah. That's
What?
I
You
said
call
it's
me cock? No, check. No. Joke.
Just
Who
don't-
joke? I know joke. You call me a joke now?
He might kill you, bro.
No, check. Big Mike. What could be funny about Big Mike? Hey, you going to welterweight? Mike, I heard your cardio is iffy. Because don't they call him the White Cain Velasquez?
Do they? I guess so, yeah.
That'd be crazy. If your cardio is better than mine, dude, that'd be nuts.
You say you gained 30 pounds, bro.
I got 5 minutes of energy.
When was the last time you hit the assault bike?
Last week, I'm back.
5 minutes?
That was it.
You did your 2 miles.
2.1.
2.1.
And I walked around. Marcus was there. And Augustine, Sarah guys.
Okay.
I said 2.15 minutes. They're like, what are you talking about? They're like,
now this is post-training, before training? This is what you did? Pre-training?
Pre.
Okay. All right.
Maybe one day at Sarah's?
Yeah.
When do you normally go?
So, like I said, my schedule changed up with like teaching and coaching and doing all this stuff. But
Late nights?
What was that?
Late nights?
Yeah, it'd have to be late nights. So I just have to adjust it to where I was doing...
My wife's night shifts right now, so I can't do any of this. But I'm a big believer in, like, dude, I got her praying and believing. We're very close to switching up to normalcy.
Okay.
That's the only way that I could follow you around for a day and beat you on the assault bike is that her schedule shifts. So say a prayer for us. And then, dude, you'll get some, like, 4K footage.
Okay.
I'll be a passenger in your car. We'll film it, go to the kids, get clearance from all your people so they'll like,
make it happen.
Dude, that'd be sick.
Hopefully sooner than later, right?
Yeah, we got about 6 weeks something like that. So we just need one day.
Yeah.
It'd be pretty sick.
Mm-hmm.
You can start your YouTube page. We could do like a collab. This is that how
I'm not really too good with that type of stuff, bro. If you can show me.
Stop. You're good in every other walk of life.
Bro. Just really.
You're one of those guys.
I have to learn how to do it and managing it. I probably will stop paying attention to it. I was talking to Jake about it.
Is your girl good with social media? Could she like?
Not really. Nah.
That's a good thing, I guess.
Yeah. Definitely is a good thing.
Steve, Lee, come on. You're not doing enough. Manage.
Yeah, I gotta get
Why'd you say Ike? No, I'm sorry, Steve. No way Steve's listening. But Steve downloads and likes it and comments, so I appreciate it. I appreciate it. What? I listen all the way through? No, I'm sorry, Steve. I'm sorry.
You gotta cut this part out and just leave it as a clip or something, or like a short. What do they call it?
No. That's the only way he would see this. Yeah, if you made this short in the story.
I'm telling him. Shit. I'm telling Ike is over here shitting on you, bro.
Oh God, Steve, I'll be back.
Kick his ass.
And I have to be back to the gym especially I'm doing the combat sambo thing. It's basically MMA. You've seen it, right?
No, yeah, definitely.
Steve, different Steve. Steve number 2. By Steve, I meant Sean. This is to you, Sean. I'm screwing up names today. Oh, man.
Now you're going to have some guy, Sean, come after you.
GrindOverEverything.com.
Yep.
Shout-outs to, I forget the ice company.
Maximilian Watches.
Maximilian Watches. Shout-outs to KO Reps, Team KO. Freddy Vidal, social media handle. I
got 2. I got So Amazing, at So Amazing. And we got at Grind Over Everything. So the Grind Over Everything is supposed to be my fitness coaching page, but it's pretty much that and my MMA page. And the So Amazing one is just like my personal. But I'm using them both like kind of equal now.
Amazing. So amazing. 2 O's, if I'm not mistaken.
2 O's and an underscore. That amazing.
Not SEW amazing?
No.
So... that joke was not amazing.
That was not so amazing.
Freddy Vidal is amazing. October 18th, LFA UFC Fight Pass. This opponent showing up. I freaking believe it. And I know you will put in the work, as you always do. Get the win. Get your hand raised. It's amazing what you're doing. It's so amazing what you're doing. I appreciate you, brother, so much. Like, highly respect. It's going to eat at me that I called you fucking Frankie like an idiot. Very sorry about that.
Good.
Apologies. But for you to make it out here is amazing, man. So amazing. Glad I could catch you before the UFC, before the limousine riding, JetBlue flying, or whatever. I don't even think he says JetBlue. the gaiters, the leather coats, the sunglasses at the pressers, MSG, Vegas, T-Mobile. You're going to be doing all that. I'm glad I could catch you before then. My brother. Seriously, it's no joke for you to make it out here, but I do appreciate it.
Thank you for having me, brother, man. Shout out to Octagon. And hope to be back again, man.
That's it. Handshake on camera. Kids, do your homework. That's it. Be cool. Stay in school. Peace.
Peace.
Is a fight for you just that pure expression where you're not Mr. V, you're not Frankie the son, Frankie the brother, Frankie the nephew? It's like you're Frankie the fighter.
Freddy. It's a coffee.
Oh my God.